Hello YouTube, this is Ian from the Portsmouth Armory channel, and today we're doing another episode of Speed versus Accuracy. Today we're going to have two breech loaders, and both of them will use a self-maintained metallic cartridge. Stay tuned to find out what they are.
The voices that I hear aren't just in my mind. They've come to take my spirit to another place in time, to wander through the pages of a time long past and gone, to bring to me a calmness through the lyrics of a song, to take my restless spirit back where it belongs, to a place where words like honor and integrity belong, to a place where men like me can be just that without a fear. Simply being good enough was all we had to hear. And where are we to go, my friend, and what are we to be? You want a shining armor knight, yet turn and condemn me for being simply what I am, with yearnings to be free from all the social pressures that won't set my spirit free.
Alright, today we're going to be shooting the Trapdoor rifle, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with, versus a lesser known rifle, a Ballard rifle. This one was made around 1867, I believe. It was made by a company known as Brown Manufacturing. A couple other companies I know that made them were Merrimack, Ballard Williams, and lastly, I think Marlin bought them out, and everybody knows who Marlin is. But this is a Ballard rifle here, like I said before, made by Brown Manufacturing. I'll show you how to load it here. You pull the trigger guard down and exposes the breech section of the gun. You never want to open the breech with the hammer back. That will break that sprue right off of there, and then it's kind of ruined after that. But so you pull the trigger guard down, and you push a case into the chamber there, and you close her up, pull a hammer back, and you're off to the races. This is an interesting way of ejecting a cartridge. It's got a little, I'll go into focus here, it's got a hand ejector underneath the barrel there. You can see me pushing on it, and see the ejector come out, and it pushes the case out a little bit, and you pull it out with your fingers. Some of them push it back all the way out, and they just pop right out. This one's a little sticky. Whatever, you know, it's old. But you close her back, you load another one, close her back up, and you're ready to go again. A lot faster than any other muzzleloader weapon. A lot of people ask me about this. That's a sight protector. I keep it on a lot of my my guns. It just keeps that sight being knocked around, moved around. It's kind of dainty, fragile, or whatever. But this gun is you don't see these too often on YouTube, and I don't think I've ever seen any Civil War. When I say Civil War era, but Civil War era Ballards. This one, like I said, was made around 1867, but Merrimack, Ballard Williams, they made them during the Civil War, and they're pretty much exactly the same as this. So I believe only around 1,000 of these, 1,700 of these Brown rifles were made. They made sporting rifles, and they made carbines, but I believe this is the only one of the few military rifles you'll see from Brown. It's kind of a rare bird. I'm glad to have it in my collection here. The other gun we're going to be shooting is a Trapdoor. Everybody knows what a Trapdoor is. This is an 1888 model Trapdoor. And the biggest difference between this and the 84 is the cleaning rod bayonet. I can try and pull it out here. Try and show it to you here, but I'll slide right out there at the top. You pull it out, and it locks into place. And you push it back down, and it stays pretty well put. But the only difference between this one and the 88 is, like I said, the Buffington sights are the same. The breech block's the same. Everything loads the same as all the other ones. You know, everyone's pretty much seen a Trapdoor. So you just push the case in, close the breech block, pull hammer back, and you're ready to go. Now this one will have a little advantage over the Ballard just because it has automatic ejection. You open that breech up, that block, and it spits the case right out, and you'll see that in the video. So all you got to do is open and load instead of open, eject, and load. So you'll get a better idea of that. Now the only modifications I've done to this trapdoor was to adjust the sight. I put a taller front sight in this gun because it shot way high, and you know I could hit with it, but I having to aim really low I thought hindered it. I've got the original sight, but I've got a video, as you can see, of me replacing the front sight and how I did that. But we're going to head off to the range for now, give these guys a run through. I'll do another video of the Ballard because it's been relined and stuff, and I'll give you an idea what's going on with it later. Some of you may know that these originally were 46 rimfire. This one has been converted to 45 Colt. We'll talk about that later in another video. I'll do the Ballard on its own. But for now, let's go out to the range and put these two against each other and see who comes out on top. Shooting 4 vents with each gun, 6 birds on a cardboard backer, 3 hanging tiles, 3 hanging birds, and 3 hanging pot silhouettes. Now, later in the video, the pot silhouettes are hard to see, but we'll hit them anyways. Let's get started.
I farewelled an overstowed for the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean toss, wherever heave a sigh or a wish for me, I have 2 brothers and they are at rest. By their arms are folded across their chest. I therefore drunken sailor men just like me to be tossed and be drowned on that deep blue sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean tossed, wherever heave a sigh or a wish for me, I long to be in my own native land. I will to be with my comrades all, and the aged parents I love so dear, and that bonny lass I do adore. Farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast, and let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean toss, wherever heave a sigh or a wish for me. Is blowing from the south. The captain calls and we must obey. Oh, it's 3 long years on this deep blue sea, just wishing and praying for my dear Molly. Farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean toss.
If you can see if there's a real tiny frag out there, I'm going to see if I can take it out. One more try. The birds are singing on every tree. Oh, it's all can't believe that.
Still I find the rest for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast, and let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean toss, wherever heave a sigh or a wish for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia, your sea-bound coast, and let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on that briny ocean toss, wherever heave a sigh, wherever heave a sigh, wherever heave a sigh or a wish for as I was going over the famed Parkerry Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced a pistol, and then I drew a rig. Said stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's whiskey in the jar. Whiskey. I recounted out his money and would make a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I gave it to me. She sighed and she swore that she never would betray me. But the devil take that woman, for she never could be easy. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's whiskey in the jar. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder, for Jenny took me charges and she filled them up with water. Then she sent for Captain Pearl to get ready for a slaughter. Missionary under dog. Whack for the daddy-ho, whack for the daddy-ho, there's a whiskey in the jar. Well, it was early in the morning, before I rose to travel, up come a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she had stole my rapier, but I could not shoot that water for a prisoner I had mistaken. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's a whiskey in the jar. Together we'll go roaming through the hills of Kilkenny, and I bet you'll treat me better than me darling sporting Jenny. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's a whiskey in the jar. Well, it was early in the morning at the barracks of Ballard. Me brother took it to leave and he did not tell the army. His horses, they were sweeties, was all over about to shout. And now we wait for Farrell upon Gilgary Mountain. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's a whiskey in the jar. Missionary under dog. Back for the daddy-ho, back for the daddy-ho, there's a whiskey in the jar.
Out of ammo. If I hit it or not, I'll Here's the pot we shot at with the Ballard, the very last one. I took 2 shots at it. I don't know if the first one I took at it or the second one I took at it did this, but you can see right here a little nick on it right there. So if this was a skirmish, that would have counted, so I'm going to go ahead and count it now. Maybe you can see in the video which shot took it, but if we can't tell in the video, we're just going to have to assume the last shot took it. And we'll use that for our time.
And now a storm is raging, and you scarce can see the moon. Our good old ship is wrecked and tossed, and her rigging, it was all torn. And with her seams agape and leaking, and her timbers tossed